And there you go, as you can see, Norwegian newbie were able to finish on training his first fighting unit, and I think Norwegian is or will be trying to claim the manual right here. Meanwhile, we can also notice that Mike right here is already on the move towards this manual. So that is the same with for Raptor and Gruma. And there you go, we have Marcus on here who will be trying to support Mike. And we have Cyril right here who is now currently trying to claim the watchtower near to the bridge. And there you go, we have Gruma on the lower part of the map, and I think he's trying to distract Mike. So he's like trying to delay the manual right here to fall under the hands of Mike and Marcus. Meanwhile, we can see that on the upper part of the map, Norwegian newbie already started on getting his manual. And it seems that Cyril is planning to distract Norwegian newbie or at least delay it, but unfortunately Norwegian newbie were able to kill the fire elemental already, so he was able to claim the manual. So that is quite a delay for the team of the blue team, or the team of Cyril right here, because you can see that the fire elemental is still alive. And it doesn't matter for the red team if they can or cannot claim the manual on the lower part of the map, as long that they have the manual on the upper part. I think they are all good. And to what I see right here, it seems that Gruma is just trying to distract and inflict some damage or casualties from the blue team. He's trying to delay the mana flow of the blue team, so they can use much scrolls when they like in a fight. And also you can see that Norwegian newbie is trying to protect the manual on the upper part of the map against Cyril. And there you go, it seems that Raptor will be like the supporting army for Norwegian newbie and Gruma. We were able to see earlier that Raptor were able to support Norwegian newbie when it comes to taking over the manual on the upper part of the map, and now Raptor is trying to support Gruma on the lower part of the map. And at the same time, he's trying to be productive on taking over the middle lane, and now we're able to claim the treasure chest. Okay, it seems that Marcus and Mike trying to dominate on the right side of the map. Meanwhile, we can see right here that Gruma is trying to take over the golden idol, but unfortunately it seems that Mike were able to discover it and now trying to attack the army of Gruma. Well, when it comes to the numbers of army, it seems that Gruma is at disadvantage, but it seems that these Warg Riders were able to take down a few of the archers of Mike. And meanwhile, that is happening on the right side of the map. We can see on the middle, Raptor is already on the map trying to kill this one Warsmith. And while that is happening, there is also a fight going on the upper part of the map. The Norwegian newbies trying to fight Cyril right here. Meanwhile, Cyril were able to take over the golden idol on the upper part of the map. So honestly, Norwegian newbie were able to drive Cyril away from the golden idol, and now trying to take over the golden idol to the side of red team. Meanwhile, we can see right here the Gilbert of Raptor and also Marcus Ton are fighting. And there you go, reinforcement coming from Mike. Okay, and it seems that Raptor will be losing some of his units, and I think the reinforcement that is coming from Gruma will be just too late before he can actually arrive. But yeah, it seems that the red team are really aggressive right now. They are all trying to advance their territory and trying to advance and push to the base of their enemy. And we can see right here Marcus versus Raptor, and on the lower part of the map we have Gruma versus Mike, and on the upper we have Serral versus Norwegian Newbie, and I think Norwegian Newbie is on the advantage right here. But yeah, it seems that Serral do have some reinforcement when it comes to defensive towers. It's like having a home court advantage. Okay, it seems that Marcus was able to support Serral with the artillery tower and crossbow tower, but I doubt that these two towers are enough to stop Baron on destroying the buildings. But yeah, I think Serral will be able to survive the attack because he was able to produce units or fighting units that can defend his base. And there you go. We have also Gruma right here on the lower part of the map trying to fight against Mike. Meanwhile, we can also see Raptor right here trying to blind the enemy, or the blue team right here trying to take over the watchtower, and now trying to reinforce the army of Norwegian Newbie so they can destroy the base of Serral. So meanwhile that is happening on the upper part of the map, we can see that Gruma is trying to distract Mike right here so he cannot reinforce the his teammate on the upper part of the map, which is Serral right there. So we have 2 versus 2 on the upper part, and on the lower part we have 1 versus 1. And I think Mike is also doing the same thing, trying to prevent Gruma of sending his army to the siege on the upper part. And as you can see right here, Serral is trying to still to defend his base, and Marcus is trying to help him. But if this continues, I think Norwegian Newbie and Raptor will be able to destroy the base if this continues. But if Marcus and Serral can at least wipe out some of the units of Norwegian and Raptor, I think they would be having a chance. Seeing the and as you can see right here, trying to hold the line, trying to maintain the pressure. Norwegian is trying to maintain the pressure from Serral and Marcus right here, and Raptor is trying to support that pressure, but it seems that Serral is able to repair his base and now trying to stand up again and trying to eliminate some units of Norwegian Newbie. But as you can see, some of the helicopters are already arriving. Meanwhile, that is happening on the upper part. We have here an action coming from Gruma and Mike. There you go. It seems that Gruma's army are really moving like a compacted army. Meanwhile, Mike right here trying to spread his units so they cannot be killed all at once. But yeah, as you can see right here, Norwegian is still trying to keep the pressure on, and Marcus is trying to defend the base of Serral against Raptor and Norwegian. But once again, Raptor and Norwegian were able to destroy one building from Serral. Well, these two towers are really big help for Serral and Marcus. So meanwhile, Norwegian and Raptor are trying to siege the base of Serral. We can see that the army of Gruma were able to advance up here on the Manuel. And I think Mike is already cornered by Gruma right here. And there you go. Scroll of protection. Okay. Cyril and Marcus are still fighting against Norwegian and Raptor. But let us check the economy of these two people. We can see that Cyril only have like 200 plus gold and 1000 woods, and I don't think that he's doing good when it comes to gathering gold. Meanwhile, we can see also Marcus having like a really few golds and woods right there, around 1000. So they really need to conserve their army, the numbers of their army. They cannot just throw out their units because they are also lacking when it comes to the resources. Well, comparing their economy to the red team, Norwegian newbie have an extra 700 plus gold and 5000 woods. Raptor have 600 gold, 3000 gold for Gruma, and they are really wealthy as of the moment. And there you go. It seems that Cyril and Marcus were able to bounce back from the siege that Norwegian and Raptor did, and now they were able to muster their army. Norwegian newbie and Raptor weren't able to sustain the pressure right there. But even though Cyril and Marcus were able to defend against these two players, we can see that Mike is still having a trouble when it comes to the army of Gruma. There you go, we have artillery tower and tower of light magic coming from Norwegian newbie, and also the presence of the mountain elemental. And there you go, we have Marcus trying to outflank the army of Raptor right here with his bikers, Muriel, and one tank, which is Gilbert. Meanwhile, we can see right here the base of Cyril trying to survive against this mountain elemental. And the pressure is on once again. We can see that the mountain is still alive, and that is a really big factor, because if the mountain elemental is alive, then there's someone who can tank these towers. Meanwhile, Norwegian were able to successfully build his towers right here, which means that even Cyril and Marcus were able to defend against the siege. They cannot advance without any proper precautions, because these towers might look harmless, but they can greatly contribute to the damage. So yeah, I think Cyril will be losing this fight. So the blue team will be losing Cyril at this moment, and meanwhile that is happening, we can see that Gruma already started on defending his mana while trying to sustain this mana while on the side of the red team. And I think Mike already loses patience and trying to take over the mana right here and trying to wipe out the entire units of Gruma, because he is seeing that his teammate on the upper part of the map is already being hammered. And there you go, it seems that Mike were able to reclaim the manual on the lower part of the map, but unfortunately Cyril is already out of the game. And we can see right here that Mike is already moving forward against Gruma with his ballistas and archers. And we can see here right here that a wind mage and a fox riders are trying to chase that one unit, and Mike were able to destroy the tower of dark magic right here with his ballistas, of course. Meanwhile, that is happening on the lower part of the map. We can see that Norwegian and Raptor are now moving towards the base of Marcus, and I think Mike will be trying to destroy the base of Gruma, but I don't think that is a good decision instead of defending your own people. And there we go, we can see that Norwegian is now moving forward against Marcus' base, and it seems that Mike will be trying to have a race against Norwegian and Raptor. And there you go, it seems that this will be a win for the red team. go. So what I like about this game is that how Raptor supported his two teammates, which are Norwegian Newbie and Gruma. He was like, I'll be supporting Gruma on the lower part of the map as of the moment, and then after this I'll be supporting Norwegian Newbie. And then after that, Norwegian Newbie did make sure that he will be able to defend the manual on the upper part of the map. And because he was able to defend it, he was able to remove many units from Serral, and that leads to an opportunity or opening window for a siege against Serral. And I think Serral had a hard time on defending his base, and also Marcus. But yeah, what I like also here is that Gruma did put some pressure against Mike, and that resulted for Mike to be crippled and not being able to send a reinforcement for Serral and Marcus on the upper left side of the map. And I think that is the end of the video, and I hope that you like it, and I hope that you were able to learn something from it, especially for the new players whenever you are trying to play a 3 versus 3. Just a quick advice or tip that never let your teammate fight alone. Always support them, always be there, always send some reinforcement so they can defend their base, because if your opponents are trying to attack you, they will be doing the same thing, and that is only the way to win this 3 versus 3 match. It is all about coordination, teamwork, and how you will be reading your teammates' army composition so you can provide an effective with synergy army composition of yours. So yeah, I think that is the end of the video, and I hope that you like it, and see you on to the next battlefield. Goodbye.